turn should be like a bow and arrow. If you want to watch one, this is going to help you. It's really this posture here. Now let's bring the elbow up more. So as I come forward, I'm really sticking my elbow here. If you really stick your elbow, you're gonna sink more on this leg. It's a quite nice feeling there on sinking on this leg. Then we're going to go from here with that elbow again, and we're going to turn side. So just turn your hip side. And there's a detail there that we're gonna do it straight away. Think about the drill idea now, because there's a detail. Just gonna just tiny little bit turn this camera down here. So this leg here, I want you to think like that foot is gripped on the floor, so it's like dragging. Okay, so the drill that we're going to do, it's simple. We're going to just turn. But you've got to try, you're trying to go and something's pulling you back here. It's a full turn. And then other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we can add this. I'm going here, and then my body wants to go there. Don't worry too much, beginners, if you cannot see this. This is a really kind of minor details that advanced will work on later. So this is a side lunge, and then for the advanced, it's a side lunge and a little, just a little chest, like, wow, that's it. So it goes here, come back, hey, come back down, coming back down, yeah, come back a little like with your idea. So yeah, so we come back, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. Remembering that that cross open, it's always coming back. So I don't cross and stay, I don't cross and stay, yeah? So I'm not going cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. I'm going cross, open, back, cross, open, come back, this really fits with this barravento. And ginga. Just calm everything down a little bit. So we're going to esquiva. We come back and here. And that screams for a feint. That screams for a feint. So we go. Let's take it to basics for beginners. We go esquiva, come back round, cross, go back again, stepping forward. I go esquiva, round, open, forward. Okay? So I go left foot, then left foot, open, come back forward with the right foot. Cool? Let's do a few times. So, ginga, ginga, esquiva, forward. You can even do a little tap, boom, little tap on the floor. And then go back, boom, forward, back. So it's like you're gonna kick and you don't, you're gonna kick and you don't, the leg that goes forward. Kick and you don't, kick and you don't, kick and you don't. Okay, ginga, 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 and esquiva. Cross and kick. I'm gonna go forward, come back. That leg goes forward, back. Turn your knee towards the camera. Forward, profile, back. Forward, back. Yeah. So if you just go into this, my feet now, it's in a, don't know if you can see my feet. It's such a small stance. So, you know, like the image I've got here is when an elephant gets like that into the tail, but I'm not sure how. So we've got here, and we are on the front leg, and we're just going to squat in here now. There is some weight on this foot, but it's not, the weight is on the front leg, the back is just stabilized. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, same leg. I'm just facing you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I change foot. Back. The back foot doesn't touch the heel, but it's very near. So I'm standing like, you know, when you mark the floor like that. E. 2. I start with my arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change. Other side. E. 1, 2. A little proud chest here. Don't go too much forward in here. 3, 4, 5. So keep your proud chest here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Then we go towards the front leg, like an aeroplane here. 1. E here. E 2. E 3. E 4. E 5. E 6. E 7. E 8. E 9. E 10. Change side. Then we go E 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. E arm e parado, parado, preparado. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, ginga. Your I just said your head's gonna feel leg. Jesus. Your legs are gonna feel heavy. Keep the ginga going. I'm going here, stretch from here, cross, come back. This leg come forward here, so I'm using here, this idea here. Yeah? I'm gonna go on this leg here for a small volley. There. So it's forward, down, volley. Promise you this is not difficult, beginners. So follow me. Anybody have any issues with the knees? You just have to move your body out more. Which, by the way, is beautiful. Honestly, yes, I want you to do this because today this is what I'm asking. But sometimes when you adapt a movement, you discover it precisely not a movement that is there because you cannot do. You simply discover that there is another movement, a well-established other movement. In this case, to make it easier on my joints, I move away from my body. So when I mark 1, 2, here, I move away from my body here. And then less pressure there. Ideally, we're going 1, 2, and then I'm holding here. Okay? So let's just mark this. You're going to step forward on your right leg. You're going to step forward on your right leg. Down here. Hold it. You're going to step forward on your left leg. Yeah, so I very much like this idea. Boom. 2 hands, see? And then here. And it just sort of, there's lots of things happening here, but there's lots of things happening here. Let's step forward on your left. And embrace that fall now. Let's step forward on your right. And we keep changing, okay? I'm gonna turn my back to you. So left leg. Add AU to this. Add AU. This. This. I think the secret here is if the second leg can be faster than the first leg. Now you're going to see what I mean by when I find something we turn into a drill. So let's just drill this now, okay? The second leg is going to be faster than the first leg. And this is what I mean by that. I'm going to do a U here. This is my first leg. This second leg is boom. So it's like boom, take over. And this is very doable for all levels. So let's just practice this in this position. Go together to 4. Turn into half AU. Now you see your supporting leg. As you jump, can you rush? Rush with that leg. And now you see your supporting leg. As you jump, I want you to rush with that leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now this does not stay just in the world of flourishing, although it is a flourishing now. But as you bring this leg faster, what leads to what? By this leg coming up fast, it's very natural that this leg goes down fast. So you actually have to be careful, because when that's in your system, someone comes for cabeçada, their leg has just goes boom. You know, you're like this, and this leg's gonna come fast, this one comes down fast. So it's wah. Okay? So now let's extend our drill to this. We're going to stay on one leg. It goes up, kick. This is how it works. We go up. I'm standing on my left. You might be standing on your right. So you're looking at me standing on your right. And I'm going to go switch, come back down. I'm coming back to the same leg. If you can see from there, switch. But the principle still the same. I want to rush with this leg. Because if the principle is on this leg, then you just look heavy. Because you're just gonna have, that leg is just gonna go. So it needs to be fast. This is your master. That supporting leg now is your master. Let's go. This should be a straight arms. Beginners, it's cool to open a little bit and have soft elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now what you may find is that you do the first 2 or 3 and it's quite good. And then on 5 or 6, you find that I know what he's asked me to do, but my body cannot do anymore. Well, that's precisely why you need the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because now you're just fighting to keep the quality of what you know in the movement and that you could do in the 1, 2, 3. You want to extend to the 4. And then you go so pear-shaped by 10, that's fine. You stop. And then you want to extend to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So this idea of target is quite good for this movement because it just gives you an indication of where your muscles are in terms of this skill. Not just fitness, in terms of this skill. Cool? Alright, let's see where we are so far. So, I'm here. I'm going. That leg rushes here. Yeah. Okay, let's do that slowly, okay? Building up the sequence together. I'm gonna have my back to you to begin. 1, 2, and now we're going to do left leg. 1, 2, skiva. Come back. Cross. Open. Forward. Lean backwards. Out. Rush the second leg. Right side. 1, 2. Stick your elbow. Left leg. 1, 2, 3. position here. And the tension here now, it's just a small jump. So again, some of this subtle movement, it's okay, even for the advanced, to exaggerate and polish. Okay? Can I just make a point about this that I think might be really interesting for everybody, but especially to my teachers and to advance. When you exaggerate a movement, you can get so much out of this. You learn, you can see the figures more, and then you do your working. So beginners are learning the movement because you can see the movement. And then you do the work of polishing the movement. So it's subtle. Why polishing? Because sometimes maybe they want to hide that preparation. So you cannot do a big preparation. Otherwise the other one can see the preparation. So you want to hide either in a down step, or you want to hide by polishing the sides so it's more blunt and it's not so sharp. Okay, so it's the idea of blunt your sword, not sharpen your sword all the time. And that's good, great. However, the opposite can also teach you a lot, because then when you go back to do a movement that is exaggerated for no reason, you can feel the weakness of it. You can feel, oh yeah, you know, so it's good and correct to exaggerate, but sometimes when you go back after you've mastered the polishing that you're trying to do, then if you exaggerate just to see the lines more, you can feel that. And you can actually see, why am I putting too much energy in this movement now? Yeah? Unless if it's a conscious effort that you're doing there and the personality is shining more through that. That also is important. Sometimes, guys, you just gotta show where you're going. Sometimes you've got to stretch those elbows to show your AU. It's not about hide. It's here I go, open the way because I'm going. Especially if you have other tricks under your sleeve. Especially if you can outmaneuver, which links to something else I want to say. That then perhaps people that exaggerate their movements when they are very expert, it's actually because they can outmaneuver that. So it becomes even more dangerous. And then the look keeps going. Sophisticated, hiding, inside, precise, big, exaggerated, weak. Big, exaggerated, so it can go into, oh, all right, cool. Make a little oblique in here as well, on the front leg. Okay, let's take a fall forward. So observe my initial. Change sides. Now we're gonna fall. Okay. So that's the end of our AU, okay? That's the end of our AU. Observe. Land, switch. So if I'm going to the right, I end up on my right leg. There. Okay? Let's just do this one now. AU land, AU land, AU land. When you're doing AU land, you really got to think about, if you're doing AU from stand, if you go back to your first capoeira day, when the teacher may have asked you to do estrelinha, okay? So again, think about this idea, yeah? And we are just going to polish all of this. Uau. É uma estrela cadente. Estrela cadente. Okay, so I want you to think about, you turn that foot, but you're going near the foot. So it's way. Now you've got no excuse because look at the space I've just used. I go whoop, whoop, boom. All right, let's do some drills there. Prepare. Twice I'm going to do it very slowly, talking you through. I turn my left foot because I'm going left. I turn my left foot, I forward bend near my foot, but my hands I slide behind me. So I've got room to jump. Lift, land, turn your body facing and open. I'm going to the right, so I turn my right foot. I forward bend to the right. I place my hand a little farther. I'm looking forward. 1, 2, 3. Advance, you land on one foot and you do the adjustment in one foot. 1, 2, 3. Beginners, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually advance, can you not do from one foot? It's nicer from both because you've got this part here which I will now exaggerate for you to see what I mean. You've got this going on here. Yeah, I'm going to exaggerate, look. Bum, bum. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's get on with it. Bum, bum. And you absolutely knew that was the last one. I know. How do I know? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's try this. This jingle base, not parallel, behind. Enter. Rasteira. Yeah? So, the jingle base, enter, come back rasteira. So it's 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So he goes, vai buscar, back. Okay. Let's do the stiff one. So he goes, you know this bananeira? I do rasteira. The leg that I sweep, it's my base for the bananeira. So I'm going to sweep this leg, I step back, and then I just do bananeira. For the beginners, just a little bananeira. For the advanced, bring the legs straight. Why leg straight? Don't worry, we're gonna drill. Yes, yes, James. Beautiful. Really nice, man. Why straight? Because we just did a chapa, didn't we? I'm going away from you. You're charging. So I missed the rasteira. Now you're coming to attack me. I did a chapa. So it's chapa into bananeira. It's chapa into bananeira. Let's practice this. This is beautiful. Let's practice just this. Chapa into AU. Chapa into AU. I say bananeira because if you can hold more, you can hold more. Let's do that. It's a nice drill, that one. So let's go. You're gonna lift your right leg. You do a chapa. And then you just fold AU. Okay? So let's go. Right leg. Chapa. AU. Other leg. So in profile. Yeah? So you're kicking away from your camera. You are kicking your camera. You kick your camera and then you fall backwards into AU. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of it, since we love this, don't you? When people say to me, as I age, I like things more simple. And I'm going, for now, as I'm aging, the more complex, the better. If you want to get into the nitty-gritty of it, then for the more experienced capoeiristas, you use your shoulders, so then you get into that bananeira from here, right? So it's it goes, you know, closing the knees into the chest. Okay? Yeah?
When you're working into your shoulders, what are you thinking? Are there any cues to help open?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so then for this bananeira, guys, the first thing, so the position of the bananeira is a turning in hands, okay? So your hands are turning. As you turn in, you can squeeze your shoulder blades more. And the exercise to do, it's simple, and it might not feel you're doing much, but you start with this. Everybody starts with this. So at home, you're going to pick up like a stick or a towel or anything like that. Obviously, in style, I pick up an arrow, of course. So something that you can hold like this, okay? Knees on the floor. So my hands are still straight. I'm just starting to understand the roll off. Now, pay attention to this, because this is major, and we are going to do a drill on this today. Your tailbone. There's a few things that must be written down on your pad, your writing pad. And one of them is your spine. There are a lot of capoeiristas, they spend, this is not me having a dig, just presenting the situation. Many capoeiristas spend a lot of their practice in their arms and legs and not in their spine. And anyone who thinks this is me because I have some dance background, whatever, no. If you study all the masteries that obviously it could be a biased comment because they're the masters that I like, but I'm talking about the masters from the past. Anyone from Mestre João Grande to Mestre Acordeon, you know, all these masteries that we appreciate in capoeira, you see them using shoulders, spine. You know, they use contraction to escape from a kick. They fall like this. They're not just arms and legs. And some capoeiras are, that's okay. But it's not okay if you're not conscious of what is lacking that could help you. So the point is, spine mobility, even if you need to step out of capoeira a little bit, you don't have to, but if you want to look into spine mobility movement, go for it, because stuff like this, you know, the cat stretches, all this stuff. So think about that. It might be a very important point for you that you might not be using your spine as much as to get a lot out of your movements. Yeah, forget legs, forget arms, think about your spine. One exercise to do is to simply arch your back, you know, the classic shoulder thing, but then you go forward and you really curl and you go into this. What I'm trying to get from this first is that this should be tilting forward this way, tilting forward this way. Now, as I turn back, I'm gonna, as if I'm ripping the bow, as if I'm breaking, excuse me, as if I'm breaking the arrow, and I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades here. Okay? So I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades. And then I do the opposite. Yeah? I do the posture, and then I'm going to be high. As soon as I pass this point, it's this universe. I pass the head here, it's this universe, this universe, this universe. Okay? So for this bananeira, you are indeed trying to squeeze the shoulder blades. Now, I wouldn't worry so much about the shoulder blades for now. I would 100% worry about the tailbone. Let's do a little work on this now. So we're gonna do our bananeiras of the day anyway, before we go back to the sequence. And we're doing this bananeira that is for all levels, because it's AU, bananeira, AU. So beginners can simply do the AU, which is hard in this position. And the advanced will get a lot out of this when the middle part is stretched. Let me just show you, now we're going to work a lot on this. And for now, to answer my question, you're going to use the tailbone. And then we're going to see the roll of the shoulders, okay? Your hands for now, normal. Yeah, if you want to turn them in a little bit to start to get the feeling for it, fine. But a little wider, not narrow. Everybody's going to have a little, see here, wider arms. So this is what we're going to train. Just observe. We're going to be in this position here, and then, sorry, we're going to be in this position here, and then we're just going to go close and change. Sideways looks like this. Look, close, open, close, open. Now advance, and everyone should try. You kick your legs in the middle. However, if your hips are this way, you make yourself 10 times heavier if my hip is forward. How can I kick? There's no way I can kick. By thinking about sending my tailbone backwards, oh, suddenly I am lighter and my legs just shoot to the ceiling. So now I want you to look at my back. Now look at my legs. Back, arch your back, shoot, land. Back, shoot, land. Okay? Let's go. Prepare. Everybody with me. Stand on one leg. Boom. Beginners, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 10, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Straight away, we're going to open. Strong grip. Stretch your shoulders. Bend your knees. Now we close legs together. Release index finger. Bend your knees, shoulders. Go as much as you can. Keep your arms strong now. Class grip. This is all about stretching the arm. Little resistance. Stretch your arm and just lift the arm. Back bend. Come back up. We're doing 3 new resistances today. First, arm cross, up. Hold. Open. Hold. Open. Up. Hands down. Really straight. Send the energy from your fingers. Right towards your heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try a little spine here as well. Going to resistance, come back up, send, still arching your back, and then you curl from here. Come back up, send the hip. Get more movement on the hip now. Come back up. Rest your body on your leg. Up, So we go 8. Now this crossing, we're looking for really frevo-like, really clowny-like crossing. Really frevo-like, open. Come back. Move your hands. Au, leg shoots. Bay. Here. Come back na rasteira. Chapa. Close. Ginga. Stick your elbow first. Esquiva. Come back. Cross. Mark. Volta. Rolê. Au. Land. Hit. Esquiva. Rasteira. Step back. Chapa. Cruz. Now I'm going to do it with my back to you. And let's go step by step now. Para todo mundo acompanhar. Esquiva. Cruza. Pisa na frente. A mesma mão, the same hand of the leg. Whatever leg you have in front, the same hand top. Then come back. Really aeroplane idea. Boom. Boom. Au parallel. Clown. Like esquiva. Rasteira, step behind you. Chapa. Au. Esquiva. Cross. Open. Step forward. Same hand of the leg. The front leg goes back. Use aeroplane idea. Au. Clown. Like a little drunk, né? Maybe drunk, maybe clown. Esquiva. Rasteira. Try to look underneath the rasteira. Step sharp straight away. So you go rasteira, chapa, cross. Two more. Esquiva. Cruza. Step. Negativa. Au. Hi. Esquiva. Rasteira. Chapa. Esquiva. Cruza. Pisa. This is nice too. 4. Marcou. Okay. Since we're running out of time, I just want to give a few points for beginners. If you struggle with the sequence, because there's a lot of drills, a lot of exercise where, as I told you, it's hard for you to remember. That's why it's going to be tomorrow on YouTube. But the amount of exercise that you've done, one building up on the other. So I discover a movement, okay, let's just drill this movement. Now the movement, let's drill this movement. But there's a few points that are really important overall here. One of them is this simple idea of the aeroplane. So if you struggle with some of the transition, work on this. This is your homework. You go forward, and so literally this, look, see this? Because this is a habjahaya, au, rasteira, so much here. So your homework will be, you go to one leg, you go to the other leg, and you stay on the other leg, and you turn. That's your homework for this drill. You go to one leg, when you go to the second leg, whatever it is, you go to one leg, when you go to the second leg, that's your sitting posture. So you go to one leg, 1, 2, I'm gonna sit on 2. That's it. So when I go 1, 2, I'm gonna sit on second leg. And then here's AU. Then here's my clown. The AU helps me with the momentum. As I'm standing up, 2, 4, as I'm standing up, we can pick on any of these and just work that. So this will be a wonderful thing for you to work on, is to do AU when going into a clown mode. AU clown, AU clown, AU clown. So I go AU clown, AU clown. Find your base. Because for me, guys, it's interesting how the AU is also seen like the gesta. It's a clowny movement. It's in many ways a happy movement. We use it in different ways in capoeira, but I just think it's interesting that the AU has this thing that when you finish the AU, it's a clown.